Jen here. I want to show you my plan for a new Valentine's Day wreath. I went shopping today and I picked up quite a few things on clearance, and then I also went a couple days ago. We were on vacation, and so I hit up a few Dollar Trees while I was in Florida. So I'm excited to show you my stuff and to inspire you for a new Valentine's Day wreath. Alright guys, I'm so excited to show you all of the supplies that we're going to use for our Valentine's Day wreath. So I picked up a 2-pack. This is Christmas mesh, guys. I found this at Walmart. It was regular $7.98 and I got it for like $1.50. I got red and white. And both of these have that silver line through them, that holographic sparkles. So we're going to be using these. So a red and white mesh. If you wanted to add a pink in there, you could do that as well. I also am going to be using some ribbon. I found this awesome this awesome ribbon at Michael's. It was regularly $9.99. Picked it for $1.50. This is Christmas ribbon. I love the sparkles. I also got this black and white ribbon from Michael's. I did pay full price. It was $3.99, but I had a 20% off the whole purchase, so it helped a little bit. But I thought these would look really cute together. I also have a sheer red sparkle from Michael's, $3.99. I have a black and white non-wired ribbon that I picked up from Michael's. It was on sale. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't very much. $2, I think. And then I'm also using this really pretty pink ribbon. This will be the only pink that I put in the wreath, I think. But yeah, so we're going to put this in there. This is from the Dollar Tree. This is a satin wired ribbon that has those, what are they called? Comment hearts or whatever? I can't remember what they're called. And we're going to use that. I got some picks from the Dollar Tree with the red sparkles. And I'm not sure, I'm going to have to just kind of see how it looks, if I've got too much red in my wreath or not. But I've got the red sparkles and I did pick up the pink. So I might put the pink in there. We'll just have to kind of play around with it and see which one we like better. And I have this I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It's 2 picks, $2.99, and all their Valentine's Day stuff was 30% off. But I thought this was so stinking cute. So we're going to use this in our wreath too. And what was the other thing we bought? Oh yeah. This is another Christmas, like a fabric. It's not really a mesh. It doesn't curl at all, really. It's got some sparkles in it, and it's kind of messy. I don't know if you can see. I guess the sparkles are on the floor here, on the table. But we're going to use this in our wreath as well. So I want to kind of show you basically how we're going to cut the mesh, how we're going to fold it, how we're going to do the ribbons, and to make this beautiful wreath. Alright guys, so the next thing that we're going to do is start cutting up our mesh. So I have rolled out and cut up my entire roll of red, and I cut this at 10 inches. Okay? And I've also cut up my white at 10 inches. Now I cut up the entire roll, and I want to show you how we're going to make our bundles. So there's several ways that you can choose from. The way we're going to do today is the scrunch method. That's what I call it anyway. I don't know if that's its official term, but that's what we're going with today. Okay. So let me show you some of the other ways that I've rolled in the past. So one of the ways I've done in the past is for the Halloween wreath, if you checked that out. I did a diagonal roll, and every time you roll it differently, you're going to get a different look. So that gives you more of a pointed end, which I think is really cool. It was awesome on my Halloween wreath. Loved it. Another way, which I have not done, is the curl method. But don't worry, I'm going to get to that one. My classroom wreath that I'm making is going to be curl method, my first curl method wreath. I'm excited. It's basically, you create a curl. And so you get this type of look sticking out of your wreath. So I'm going to do scrunch. It's my very, very favorite. Did I say that? I'll say it again. My very, very favorite. So basically all you're going to do is start. Now, okay, so I'm going to go with the sewn side on the outside instead of on the inside, because I feel like my Christmas wreath was fraying a little more than I wanted it to, and we'll see if this prevents that. So we just scrunch. Now when you're working with mesh, guys, you're always going to have some fraying, and depending on where you get your mesh and how thick it is and what the quality is going to depend on how much fraying that you do get. So I just put this in my hand. You can see it makes kind of like this flower shape with those curled edges. So now I'm going to do the white one. Same thing, just scrunch in the middle. And I'm just going to put that in with my hand with the red one. Okay. So now I have this pretty like flower look. So now I'm going to take a pipe cleaner. This is a half of a pipe cleaner. This came from Dollar Tree. It came in a package. There was red, white, and pink. I'm only using the red because it matches my wreath. Goodness. Okay, so where my thumb and finger are, that's where I'm putting my pipe cleaner. So I'm just going to replace my thumb and finger with this pipe cleaner. Now what I like to do is when I get to the back, I like to pull this really tight. See how I have my fingers here and the pipe cleaner sticking out? Goodness. Okay, so see how that is fraying? You're always going to have it, even though this is high quality mesh. So pull this out, give it a couple twists, and you want to leave enough room to attach this to your wreath frame. So what I like to do is I typically will do, you know, the entire roll, and then, and this fraying you can just snip off. It's no big deal. Sorry. So typically I will do the whole roll and then attach all of these at one time. So I want to show you how to attach these. That way you don't have to watch me make a whole roll of them. So I'm using an 18-inch wreath frame that we're going to do our wreath on, but I want to show you how to do it on an empty frame so there's nothing in the way. So I have a 14-inch Dollar Tree frame. I'm going to show you how to attach this to. So this is your first time making a frame or a wreath. A frame looks like this is a metal frame. There's also foam frames and work frames that already have your twist tie pipe cleaners attached to them. You can find these at Dollar Tree, Wal-Mart, Decorative Fabrics, Michaels. Basically anywhere they sell crafts, you're going to be able to find these frames. I've also seen people use coat hangers, so be creative. Anyway, this one's from the Dollar Tree. The outside is curved. So when you turn it over, which is where you're going to attach your pipe cleaners, you have a dip, okay? So we're going to take our pipe cleaner and we're just going to attach it underneath. So I'm wrapping around 2 rings. Hope you can see this. Wrapping around 2 rings, and I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner and twist it kind of like a bread tie. Okay, and that's all you have to do. You're going to fill up the entire frame, and you're going to alternate from outside, middle, I'm sorry, inside, middle, outside, all the way around. And each section is probably going to take up 4 bundles. So let me show you on the wreath that's already completed what I mean by this. So here, this is a wreath that's already completed. It already has some ribbons and things like that in it as well, but it does alternate from the inside, middle, outside, middle, and there's 4 to 5 pieces or 5 bundles in each section. I used 2 rolls of mesh of each color, so 4 rolls total. So those Wal-Mart. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to add in the decorative fabric now that we've got our wreath frame full of our mesh. So this is the decorative fabric that I showed you earlier. There's 2 ways to fold this or to scrunch this, because I like that scrunchy method. I want to show you the 2 different ways. So the first way is to go, I guess, against the grain. It's going to feel like you're going with it though, because it's very easy to scrunch. Can you see how easy it is? So I want to show you, see how pointed that is. So I've already got one bundled up here. See how pointed and straight this is. I want to show you the difference. So that time I went, the stripes are this way, and I went this way. So I'm going to leave the stripes and go this way. So now my stripes are vertical. You can already tell it's a little more difficult to scrunch. However, the outcome is gorgeous. So I'm just going to take that pipe cleaner and wrap this around just like I did the mesh. Give it a small twist, leave some on the outside to attach it. And I want you to see the difference. And so you can decide how you want to scrunch your fabric. And you know, I'm sure this is not the only fabric that does this, so you just kind of have to play with things. So now we're going to attach this. Now I wanted to use this glitter fabric just really to add more sparkle. And this red is a little deeper than the mesh, so that was really pretty. Now we're not using this one because I like this pretty little bow. So what we're going to do is we're just going to look on our wreath, and we're going to try to find a spot that we think could use a little more red. So I like, here's my wreath. You guys, it's already almost done. I like this spot right up here. So I'm just going to kind of separate my mesh. And then find a spot and twist it in. Okay? And that's all you have to do. And then you're going to have your glitter mesh in here. Now I know I'm kind of doing this backwards. This video is going to seem a little strange to you maybe. So here's what happened, okay guys. I did this entire video. I was so excited about it. I was done. I had to upload it to YouTube. And somehow, some way, in the middle of me cutting my mesh and showing you the different fabric and how to put stuff in, I somehow, some way moved my camera, and so everything was off frame. And so I thank the person who let me know that so I could redo this video and so you guys didn't think I was crazy. So yeah, so the next thing we're going to see is the ribbon cutting. And my ribbons are already on my wreaths, but I am going to show you how to cut some ribbon. This is one of the ribbons that we use. This is that sparkle ribbon. We're cutting ribbon at 15 inches. All of them are at 15 inches. You want your ribbon a little bit longer than your mesh because you want it to stick out and then fold over. So you're just going to measure this out to about 15 and a half. Then I like to kind of hold where my thumb is, fold it over, and then you're going to take your scissors and cut diagonally. That's going to give you that nice chevron shape. And you're going to do that on both sides. This is the end of a side that I've already cut. I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, so you have that beautiful chevron shape. Then the next thing you're gonna do is pick a different ribbon. I wasn't sure I was gonna like this, guys, this non-wired ribbon. I've never used it in a wreath before. I love it. It gives fluidity to the wreath. It gives motion to it. I love it. It's beautiful. So, don't be afraid of non-wired ribbon. It's great. I actually, when I purchased it, I didn't even know it wasn't wired. I had seen it actually saw something very similar to this on Hobby Lobby's website. Well, I didn't realize later when I went to the store on a Sunday, I went to Michael's, that where I had seen the ribbon was at Hobby Lobby. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's it. And I grabbed it. I didn't even really look at it. And when I got home, I'm like, well, crap. You know, that's not, you know, what I need. And it is satin, so it's hard to cut straight. Anyway, I thought, well, you know, I'm gonna make it work. I already have it. Let's see what it looks like. And I love it. I'm so glad I did. Anyway, so this is basically what your ribbons are gonna look like. I just stack them on top of each other. Then you're going to do that same scrunch method. We're gonna pinch them in the middle. And we're gonna do the pipe cleaner. Twist. And then we're going to add this to our wreath. Now what I'm going to do is just show you how you would add it, because like I said, this video is a little backward today and I've already got all my ribbons into my wreath. So I'm going to show you how you would do it, okay? So you would just find a spot on your wreath where you want this ribbon. And let's just pretend it's this bad guy right here. And you would separate your mesh. I hope you can see this. My thumb's caught. Okay, so you'd separate your mesh, stick your ribbons down inside, flip it over just like we did with the fabric. And I actually see a problem with this one because I don't like that. So I'm going to undo this and then you can really see. Okay, so this one was actually wrapped around one. I'm going to get wrapped around two. Okay, so now you've got your pipe cleaner and you're just going to twist it. Okay, that's all you have to do and you're all done. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like so far with just the ribbons. I thought it looks really cute with the black and the pink. So now we're going to add the little heart picks and the love picks. So I've decided to use the pink ones and then the love picks. And that's because I decided to use the pink because there's so much sparkly red that I felt like the red ones would get lost. So we're going to do the pink, and you're basically going to stick these in wherever you want and then use the pipe cleaner to attach. Alright, real quick, so I decided I don't like these picks because they're made out of wood, so they don't bend. So I simply pulled them off and we're going to hot glue them. So I'm still going to use the same spacing. We're just going to glue them, hot glue them to the mesh. Okay guys, so this is how it turned out. I just hot glued my hearts on. Put my little love picks in. Put one at the bottom and one at the top. I think this looks great. Alright, I'm going to take a photo of it hanging on my door. I hope I've inspired you. Happy crafting!